What if wedding vows masked a multi-million-dollar trafficking empire? Today, Maya unpacks community impact and victim story, while Leo demands forensic scrutiny of seizure claims, Olympic medals, millions in assets, and one fugitive. Where's Ryan wedding? We'll follow every lead. Official account versus the public story. Mexican raids this month recovered what authorities call a massive trove, roughly $40 million in motorcycles, art, ammunition, narcotics, and two Olympic medals linked to fugitive Ryan James' wedding.
Look, those vows and family posts people cling to don't erase the allegations. Lines like, "I love you" and "I promise to spend the rest of my life with you" are circulating, and they make the dissonance between intimacy and an alleged trafficking empire painfully vivid.
Hold on. Hard to find? What is true? Reports disagree. 50 or 62 bikes, uncertain models, medals not confirmed. The spectacle outpaces the facts. We should be careful before turning images into convictions.
Timeline in brief. Wedding, 44, former Canadian Olympian, is accused in U.S. indictments of running a transnational cocaine network, charged with murder for hire in later filings. The DOJ raised the reward to $15 million.
This is systemic. Prosecutors point to laundering through businesses and luxury goods. When they speak of cars and bikes, they're describing how violence is translated into status, mobility, and hiding places for illicit proceeds.
I get the need to expose wrongdoing, but the FBI's top 10 label and dramatic photos feed a narrative. Conflicting details, model provenance, exact counts, ownership, demand restraint until courts clarify the record.
We should flag the contradictions. Media and officials differ on the number of bikes. The make and provenance are not fully confirmed. Accounts of earlier convictions and release dates vary, and authorities haven't publicly tied the medals definitively to wedding.
Public testimony and personal footage complicate enforcement. Wedding ceremony clips, promises of partnership, lines about growing together, humanize him and can slow witness cooperation, fracture neighborhoods, and muddy community loyalties.
Photos of rows of race-style Ducatis make great headlines, but visuals aren't verdicts. Media incentives favor spectacle. That pressure can shape messaging from agencies even as inventories and provenance are still being verified.
This is also international policing. Mexican Navy, National Guard, and prosecutors worked with the FBI, RCMP, and LAPD. Dozens of co-defendants have been named, devices seized, and prior asset seizures included an ultra-rare Mercedes linked to the probe.
Don't lose sight of victims. Prosecutors allege a federal witness was murdered in Colombia and accuse wedding of ordering hits. These are not abstract counts, they're about lives, intimidation, and the reach of cartel protection.
At the same time, due process matters. Some named have denied wrongdoing, a lawyer got bail and promises to defend himself. We must push for transparency in the investigation while letting courts adjudicate guilt.
Final note, authorities say the seizures aim to strip assets and generate intelligence, and they ask the public for tips. The central unanswered question remains, where is Ryan Whitting now? We'll follow leads and keep pressing for answers.